So welcome guys. So today the Hindu has an article regarding global happiness index. So let's analyze this article. As we know that Finland is the happiest country, especially the Nordics. Finland, Sweden, and there is Iceland, Denmark also, which always top at the World Happiness Report. So World Happiness Report 2025 is developed by the Wellbeing Research Center at Oxford, as you can see, and it places India at a position of 118, and India's score is of 4.389 as of 10, averaging 124 over the years, and Pakistan is as at a better position as of 109. We can see the contrast here that India has a $3.7 trillion GDP as compared to Pakistan $375 billion GDP, which is barely 10% of India. But yeah, we can say that GDP is not the variable for which we can count the global happiness index, right? So it relies on the polling. There is no such basis like that. We can't measure happiness, right? It's a basic value. It's a human value. So it is based on polls by the Gallup World Polls Central Ladder. So it is linked with 6 variables, that is GDP per capita, social support, life expectancy, freedom, generosity, and corruption perception. So as we know that India is a vibrant democracy, so it always has a rising aspirations, and those aspirations, when are not met, it leads to dissatisfaction. The article tells to this. And let me tell you another thing, that it's the politics of perception. It says that one state party, like we can talk about West Bengal, Mamta's party. So there people have less choices, right? You cannot just go and shout like we need this. Dissent is absent there. We cannot dissent like that. But democracies, they're actually like transparent, and it is vocal, right? It can lead to openness, and people can put their views there, right? So democracies have a greater dissatisfaction because of too much aspirations. So India's low score is due to democracies, as this article says. I am not saying that. So India's rank has swung between 94th and 144th in a decade, and the worst was in 2012 during the corruption scandal, as you know. And then it says that Finland. It talks about Finland, that if there is a wallet loss, then it will be returned as of that. And the report has a behavioral framework also, that is weird bias, that is W for Western, E for educated, I for industrialized, R for rich, and D for democratic. So campaigns around mental health, workplace well-being, and inclusion marks a cultural shift, right? So mental health has also mental health now can be recognized as economic policy, for which it will lead to happiness index greater for India. So it says that aspirations to empathy. We have too much aspirations, like कि यार मैं ये कर लूँगा वो कर लूँगा, but we can't turn it to action. So it said, how can India can turn the happiness into action, right? So it says that economy must be paired with what? Empathy. So economic ambitions, like if we talk about well-being of the poor, then we must take actions for it, like Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. And it says that investing in GDP will not increase the GNH, investing in GDP, but we have to also build the social capital. Okay. So social capital is like building the generational ties with our childrens, and having a community reserves for people, and a shared platform, cultural platform like these. So these are always helpful in building the social capital. And second, what we can do is we can restore the institutional trust, like police department, administrative framework, public services, and like legislative institutions. So when they will work, and they will build the trust of people, then only the happiness index can grow. Then not only, but yeah, it's a way. Then third is recognizing mental health. So mental health is what? Mental health now has been a very prominent issue, and as of now that mental health is not only a biological thing, but it has now also become an economic policy, like Telemanas. It says that Telemanas, right? Tele-mental health assistance of a government. So that talks about emotional resilience. and emotional resilience with emotional stabilities also helps in National Happiness Index. So this article was all about happiness index, and maybe some factual question can be put up in the prelims. So this is all. Thank you.